The wonders of life got the prettiest side for everyone to enjoy. Standing up close by the Christmas tree, glimmering light, I am right where I wanna be. I will be home for a couple of days, wander around with you. You and me in the cold, thought it'd never be true. Wherever I go, I got you. Oh, I have stopped running, there is no way trying. You better loosen your belt. Drinking hot wine by the fire, don't care of anything else. It's Christmas.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our last episode of 25 Days of Christmas, an Advent podcast where we take a look into a Christmas movie or special every day until December 25th. I'm Patricia, and I'm here with my sister Carlene.
Hello everyone, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So today we're going to be taking a look into the 1954 film White Christmas, starring Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. So we're going to be taking a look into this because this is a movie that we tune into all the time around the Christmas and holiday season, so we're really excited about this one.
So the story goes, there's these two soldiers that after the war, one of them gets an idea to go into show business, so he tries convincing one of his partners or his commanding officer to join him in like a duo in an act where they travel around dancing and singing, and they go ahead and start this together, this business. They're very successful and they make a name for themselves in that space. And a few years down the road, one of their fellow soldiers invites them to meet two of his sisters who have an act to see if maybe they like what they got going on. Of course, it's just a ruse from the two girls who know that these men are successful and they want them to come and check out their act. When they do, one of the officers, which is the character
Bob? Yeah, that's the one played by Bing Crosby.
No, the other one.
Phil.
So Phil kind of gets the idea. He's always pushing Bob into things. And so he gets the idea, wow, these ladies are very pretty, and Bob is kind of getting a little bit older in age, and he wants him to settle down and have a family. So they kind of link up with these two women two sisters, and it shows their story as they become friends and then work together and then fall in love. And all of this is kind of, the backdrop to this is them trying to get the sisters to perform in a Vermont lodge that winds up being connected to the soldiers' past. And they try to make a
major Christmas show to get people coming in.
Yeah, they try to bolster the business of this hotel in Vermont, and by putting on a Christmas show and inviting a lot of people and inviting a lot of the soldiers from a specific platoon to join. And so it's a really good Christmas story, but it's also a really good relational story with great music and song and dance and all of that.
Yeah, so as we saw from our discussion of Holiday Inn, it has the same person who did the movie, the directing, did the songs, and we have Bing Crosby again.
To be quite honest with you, this Vermont hotel looks a lot like the one in the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
Obviously, this one I think they show a little more of it. Like there's more scenes around it because part of the story is this place.
Yeah.
So it seems like they maybe show a couple of more scenes where you get to appreciate, quote unquote, the nature or the upstate. There are definitely some very similar themes from the Holiday Inn that you see in this movie.
Yeah. The only difference is that you don't see like every single holiday play out. It's just focusing on Christmas.
Yes.
So yeah, the storyline is slightly different though. So we have a heavier focus on the two gentlemen as opposed to one over the other. And the two women here are actually like good antagonists as opposed to like just one being a manipulator who just goes towards the guy that she feels is the most wealthy. The two sisters, I really do enjoy the performances. One of them is actually Rosemary Clooney. So just goes to show you about how long the history of acting was for the Clooney family. The dancing performances are amazing, and the fact that it's in color versus black and white really show the pop of each of the costumes and the set designs. Also has a really nice story with a connection with World War II, which happened about 10 years after this movie came out.
Or before.
Well,
I see what you're saying.
When the movie was out.
The movie came out 10 years after
World War II.
Yeah.
As opposed to like in Holiday Inn, in which it came out during World War II.
What I really enjoyed about this movie is, like, I agree with you. I love the dynamics of the sisters. I love the relationship that these two gentlemen have. They're friends. I just love that Phil's character is almost always getting Bob's character into something, you know? He's always, like, has a great idea, and he needs his pal to kind of come along, and so he kind of gets him into things, but they always wind up being really good for Bob. And like he helps him know what's the next career move, and then after that kind of the relationship, and he's kind of like helping him move along. So you have him kind of being the initiator while Bob is a little more level-headed and kind of comes in with the details of how things will work. And you kind of see that dynamic also play out in the sisters, where one is a little bit of the initiator and the other one kind of comes in and works on the details. And so you see kind of how they pair off. And at first, the goal is to try to make one of them fall in love by pretending they themselves are in love, Phil's character. And then they actually do end up falling in love. And I liked that. I like the performances. One of my favorite ones are when the sisters song.
Yeah, the sisters song,
the guys are performing it. It's just funny. So there's comedy in this. There's romance. There's brotherly love. There's sisterly love. There's community in here. There's, you're going to laugh. You're going to cry. And then the Christmas performance scene. There's a lot of emotion around it. But when that scene is also wildly beautiful.
Especially since they want to pay respects to the general that they've been working towards during the war, and they want to be able to help him have his hotel stay because he's losing money and he's thinking about shutting down the business. So you have that scene in which the entire platoon gets together and they reunite and they perform in front of the general, and he's like really touched with it. So.
It's platoon, Patty. You heard me say platoon.
It's platoon, yes.
Platoon. Okay.
Yes, it's platoon.
I think what's interesting behind the scenes, if you would, some of these actors' ages are wild. Like, I think this is still done today, but old Hollywood was just really funny when it came to ages. You'd see, like, characters put together, and they're portraying characters that are much older or much younger than they really are. Like, in this scene, the general, he looks like a very old man, but I think he was very close in age to Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
Bing Crosby's playing a much younger man who falls in love. Like, I think he was in his 50s or 60s?
Yeah,
50s?
50s, yes.
And Rosemary Clooney is in her early 20s in this movie.
Yeah.
But she plays the older sister to a 30-year-old, or the woman is in her 30s, but she's playing a much younger sister. So, like, they just play a lot around with age. And it's kind of, like, wild to see.
Yeah.
These older men pretending to be so much younger than they really are.
Yeah, it is kind of a little off-putting when seeing it. But at the same time, it's Bing Crosby. Of course, you're going to have somebody like him doing the song and dance. So I guess they can kind of overlook it.
Yeah, and I think most scenes are very tasteful. Like, nothing, I think, makes us feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, like on Holiday Inn.
Yeah. It's very nice and tasteful, and it's one of my favorite Christmas movies. Honestly, that's why I made sure Patty let me recommend it for Christmas Day.
Yes,
because it's one of my favorite Christmas movies. It like has that Christmas spirit for me. It makes me feel Christmassy, and like this whole pursuit of a white Christmas that I think most people are really always hoping for and praying for. Like, it has that.
It does. It's wonderful.
Even if it's not snowing outside, through this movie, you get to like taste a little bit of that and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
And I, in my teenage years, went to Vermont and the New England area, but went to Vermont during the winter on a ski trip. But I went when it was white, and like I've never in my life seen snow in such a beautiful way. So like I connect with it in that way, knowing like what they're portraying, this Vermont winter. It is magical. It is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never seen Vermont in winter. I have seen Vermont during fall. It is gorgeous.
Yeah, Vermont is just a beautiful place.
Absolutely. We need to go there sometime.
That sounds great.
All right, so let's wrap things up. So, watchability.
Yeah, I'm watching this every year.
Me too.
This is a movie that I'm not only watching every year, this is a movie that I'm trying to position as close to Christmas as possible.
All right, let's rate it.
For me, probably like a 5 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would say the same thing. 5 out of 5. I mean, we're talking about like one of the essential Christmas classics that you need to tune into to check out.
Yeah, I think it has a little bit of everything for people. Like, and I love time period. Like, I mean, I love older movies. I love time period pieces. I love so many things that this movie offers. You know, like we said, like if you want to laugh, you're gonna find something funny in it. If you want something romantic, you're gonna find that. If you want something emotional, you're gonna find that. If you want to have that Christmas spirit, you're gonna get that. And so like it has a lot of levels. And then I enjoy musicals. Patty, we enjoy musicals.
Yes, we do.
We love the song and dance, and this has beautiful song and dance. And I mean, come on, you have Bing Crosby singing.
Exactly, come on.
Have, you know, this other gentleman, I was forgetting his name, dancing.
Danny Kaye.
And then he's partnered with, what's the character he's partnered with?
The woman who plays as the sister.
Yes.
Vera Ellen.
Yeah, she is a phenomenal dancer.
She is.
Phenomenal dancer.
Yeah,
So,
she was a professional.
yeah, and it's evident. So like you are going to enjoy the music and the dance and the characters and their storylines.
Absolutely. All right, so that is it for 25 Days of Christmas. Thank you so much for coming into this long journey as we look back on these Christmas movies and specials. Let us know in the comments below about what your favorite of the Christmas movies or specials we talked about. Let us know about what your thoughts are of White Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes, let us know about what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? If you haven't yet, then please like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend. And also, if you want us to do this again next year, then please let us know.
Yeah, we can do a whole new batch of Christmas movies. Also, I'm curious, you know, for me, White Christmas is the perfect Christmas Day movie where you can cuddle around and enjoy. What are your guys' favorite quintessential Christmas movies that you must watch on Christmas Day?
Yeah, absolutely. Give us your top 5. That would be a really nice one. Give us your top 5 quintessential Christmas movies that you need to tune into every year. So that's it. Thank you so much, Carlene, for coming with me into this.
Thank you so much for having me join you.
All right, and until then, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you in 2023.
Bye, guys.
Gaze upon the sky, Christmas on my mind, somewhere from a place up high above. There